Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. It's been a little over a week since our last escapade. Last time what did we do last time? Well, we quitted Mia again of murder for the second time. A little bit of deja vu, no sort of flashback. I think this is the first episode that takes place after the first one. So I think we're done with timeline confusion. I don't remember too much about this episode. I just remember this episode being really fucking stupid. More so than the TV studio episode in the first game. And how the adventure sections being convoluted. The court sections are fine. I don't remember those being traumatic, but trying to find things was the issue. However, I have a feeling this time will be a lot better because we have the magnifying glass to tell us what we can and can't click on, which will definitely save on pixel hunting. I also remember this one having quite the cast of characters, and beyond that, I don't remember anything that happened. I can only assume that I'm wrong about who the killer is, because, you know, you would think it's gonna be the clown that we'll be seeing shortly in a bit here. But, I mean, that would be too easy, right? It's not gonna be them for sure, right? Look at this guy actually flying. I mean, we're in a world of, like, the ability to, I don't know, call back the dead and transform into them. So, I mean, this kind of magic doesn't seem that far-fetched. For all I know, this could be real. I mean, they're in space, apparently, so, you know, who knows what else is real here. The far-flung future of 2015, where people still have flip phones, but apparently have circuses in space. 8:12 p.m. That's pretty late. What are we doing there at 8:12 p.m.? In December, no less. Yeah, okay, so this definitely takes place after the first case in this game. Is everything up and running? Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. Just want to make sure things are actually working. It's been a couple days since I streamed, after all. Wasn't feeling super great yesterday, and it's a good thing I'm feeling better today, because there's no way in hell I would have been able to play a game like this yesterday. Although, not that I was going to, because yesterday was going to be rhythm games, but we'll just do some of that next week. It's not a problem. I'd rather, you know, make sure we get this in instead of some random rhythm game that I wasn't even sure what I was going to play. I never actually ended up deciding, but I'll decide next week.
Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet.
So, of course, it's her first time to a circus, I would imagine, considering, you know, she's been cooped up in that town for God knows how long. And I guess now she's just free to go anywhere, what with her mom behind bars. She doesn't seem, like, traumatized by the experience or anything. I mean, I guess it was, like, several months ago by this point, so I'm sure everyone's kind of moved on. I gotta make sure you keep that in mind.
That was pretty amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick?
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
That's a good question. Could one really consider it magic if it can actually happen? Because by definition, magic is something that can't really occur. Magic's whole shtick is that it goes against physics, but if channeling spirits is possible, then that would just mean it's a branch of the laws of physics, no? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. Yeah, see, even Phoenix gets it. No one ever gets that. They don't contextualize stuff like this in terms of the world that it's in. Like, if something can happen, it is, by definition, impossible to be magic. Even in fiction, magic cannot exist, because if magic exists, that means it is, by definition, no longer magic. But no one seems to get that. You don't know anything about magic, do you, Pearls?
I'm sorry.
Braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kudian village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it, and is returning to her normal self.
It's time to go. You're right. You can't miss the last train.
Pearls, you remembered the train?
Of course I did.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. I'm sure she's been on plenty of trains since then.
But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train.
Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really.
You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's?
Maybe.
I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone.
Pearly, look, it's time to go.
Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
Happy New Year. Really hope it will turn out that way. Can we have, like, at least 1 year without murder happening? It's December 28th, the year's almost over. We might get away with it. This would have been the day that Edgeworth totally didn't kill a man. Well, today wraps it up for this year. Hope I can finish cleaning this place up in 1 day. Just don't answer it. You don't have to answer it. Like, just pretend you didn't hear it, you know? Maybe it was underneath the couch or something. I don't know.
Nick, it's terrible.
Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too.
Huh?
The office is a terrible mess. I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office. What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
This sounds very familiar. TV? Let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened?
Thank you.
We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. A very big circus.
That's the circus we went to, right?
They're saying that there was a murder.
Yeah, they arrested him too.
Arrested who?
Max.
They arrested Max Galactica. See, told you it couldn't be the clown. That would be too obvious. It was the magician. That makes way more sense. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later.
What?
Well, guess we got ourselves a new case. What are they talking about? Why'd they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understanding of events! What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room!
It's Max! Nick, look! It's the real Maximilian Galactica!
Alright, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card.
He called me sweetie. Oh, Nick!
Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card.
This one.
Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
Ah, he got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it!
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. Oh, is he gonna sue us for theft now? One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card.
I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Doesn't Phoenix, like, not even have a driver's license? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes, I'm your biggest fan.
Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work.
What's the matter, Nick?
Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Damn, Phoenix, you can't have any fun.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? How does that work? There's like a wall in the way, and some glass.
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear.
What is this guy talking about?
Anyways, lately, you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight.
Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing.
Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess you didn't win a trophy for most modest magician.
You are signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one can even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract.
That's why you signed the contract?
Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made the old crusty circus performances obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus.
Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster? You mean Wrestleberry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length.
Question you about what?
About everything. I was the last to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room.
Well, that certainly doesn't help matters.
So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just want to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. I think he should shock him back to reality.
Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster?
Uh-huh.
What did you talk about?
Things that aren't for your ears.
Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat.
Yeah, that was some fabulous looking locks you got there.
Just fabulous. I mean,
now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Alright then. Well, can we go back to the circus, perhaps? No, we can't. Wait, am I supposed to be able to talk him through his locks? I got nothing. Do I need to, like, become his lawyer first?
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act?
I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney.
An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time. Max, you're...
Okay, okay. Relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder.
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me.
Why is that?
Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So, I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what?
Max.
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they?
They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max, he's crushed.
Well, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business.
Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm an attorney.
Please help me. I didn't kill nobody.
Didn't kill nobody?
So does that mean you killed someone, or... I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never.
Max?
I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm.
Okay, I'll take your case.
Really?
Really?
Thank you much. Y'all sir are nice folks.
Max?
Yes?
What's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Johns.
Well, that's, quite the name. I could see why one might want to have, used something different on the stage. What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self now, just sweetie.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney.
Yes?
A few minutes ago you took one of my cards, didn't you?
Now that you mention it, I did take a card. Is that in our court record? No, it's not. Okay. Had to check.
It was the 10 of hearts, right?
Well, how'd he... He got it right again.
What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
Sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you?
I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie.
He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Anything else to talk about? Nope. Are we allowed to go to the circus now? Hell yeah, there we go. We're here again. Yep. But this time we're here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. I guess we'll start with the lodging house. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. As you guys always seem to know when I'm working on crime scene, pal. Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not always be working. For the crime, you don't get to make your own hours. Glad to be at the circus anyway. I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Alright, what can you not tell us about the murder, Gumshoe? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course. It'll be Miss Von Kama. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. Yeah, where the fuck is he? You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard about what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what's he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right around where you're standing now. Oh. Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. It's pretty clear-cut as far as moiters go. It was discovered quickly. But... There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body. No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and now examine it. And what's so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is... Killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? Well, if the body was kind of, you know, where we're standing, couldn't he just, like, I don't know, chucked him off the roof or something? I guess that wouldn't explain the footprints, though. I feel like he would die on impact. That's when something just clicked in my head. Of course, it had to be Max. Only he can fly, because he has actual, real magic powers. And flying is just a thing you can do in this world, apparently. There's no way. Flying's impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. So we're just drawing the line at, like, spiritual summonings, then. That's fine, but flying, nah. That's out of the question. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Okay. Should I present the picture again? You know I can't tell you do anything about the evidence we've gathered. Stingy. Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kinda hurts my feelings, pal. I guess we'll have to go look elsewhere for more stuff. Oh yeah, we should probably examine this place first. What we got over here? Some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. Killer's beyond that tarp. Ah! Gotcha. How's this kidding? That's like a nice joke. What the fuck, Gumshoe? Yeah, I finally won an air conditioner. You won an air conditioner? I didn't know that was a thing that people gave away. Wait, you don't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And when you mean you won an air conditioner, you didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts.
It's not like his salary was cut like 10 times or anything. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light. How strange. How strange indeed. I mean, it might have been on in this one specific spot, but I'm sure there might have still been a lot of dark spots at 10 p.m. It's the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. Murder was sloppy leaving all these prints everywhere. No. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. I mean, in his defense though, how do you, like, keep a crime scene like this, you know, untampered and clean? Like, naturally, if a crime takes place in the snow or, like, the mud somewhere, like, aren't you just bound to leave a bunch of footprints and shit everywhere? I don't know. It seems inevitable. I don't know if I really blame Gumshoe for this one. Anything else in here? Windows? No. Okay, that's it. So crime took place in the light. There's probably, you know, it's snow. They're clearly not good at their job. Or, you know, it's also because it's snowy. I don't know if I really blame them for that. Let me go to the circus proper. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. And what, mess up his perfect hair? Hell no. Why do it look like I'd be great at somersaults? Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's a great thing to leave lying around. Tiger! He's coming this way. Oh great, more murders. Ours. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Uh-oh. Someone better keep that lion under control. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick! Are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Oh. He is such a cute tiger, isn't he? It looks like Pearl's grown up slightly, but with, like, blonde hair, I guess. What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. What's the matter, me? Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Yeah, that's what they say about dogs. I don't even trust those people with dogs. I'm not gonna trust anyone with a tiger. Besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? Yeah, there's a good reason for that. So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess? Wait, no! Phoenix, what the fuck are you doing? Don't agree with her. What do you mean you guess? Are you agreeing with her? Yeah, see? Your costume. Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? Where the fuck are you gonna try it on? She doesn't have any spare clothes. I guess not. What? Really? You're the best. Wow, it's Abel's turn quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what'd she just say? She doesn't seem too, I don't know, torn up about it.
So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent.
You don't just play with a tiger? What the fuck?
Regent, so she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For some reason, whose father was just murdered. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky.
I wish she'd tell us more about her dad. You know, it seems like the perfect opportunity for a crime. Like, just stick the tiger on your dad. They can't arrest a tiger. It would just be an accident. Tiger can't, oops, I didn't mean to click the same one. My mouse slipped. Like, you could totally get away with murder. How would anyone ever prove that it was her fault in court? Even if she is, like, supposed to be the lion tamer.
That's incredible, you're an animal tamer. If you say so. Has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Leon?
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon? He died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. I mean, that's a thing they did in circuses. It's one of the reasons why, you know, circuses aren't really popular these days.
Hey, it's a rope!
Probably for tightrope walking.
That's a bit strange.
There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it.
Ah, a ladder.
It's just a step ladder.
What's the difference? You do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay.
It's not even worth arguing with her on this one.
I mean, what is the difference between a ladder and a step ladder? Doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for?
A bloody chainsaw, for instance.
Well, there's definitely not one of those here.
I would love to see a crime with a bloody chainsaw involved. When do we get that? Which game does that happen?
Oh, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute.
Who the fuck is this girl? Like female Keanu Reeves?
Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he?
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya.
Look, that's where Max comes out during the show.
I've gotta admit, that was a pretty cool effect.
We're planning for me to start coming out with the lion during the show.
That's great, Regina.
Yeah, I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out the lion's mouth.
What the fuck? Sometimes I wonder about this girl.
Seats are kind of far away, don't you think?
They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top.
He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said.
Anything else in here? Whoa, look at this, like, Thunderdome thing over here. The hell they use this for? They have, like, bikes and stuff? That looks kind of sick. Okay, anything else we can do with her? Not really. Alright, so we got the circus. We got the dorm rooms, basically, and that's kind of it. Is there nothing else we can should I maybe present the picture to her? See, like, this is where it just kind of... I guess we never examined here. Maybe there's something in here we need to do? Snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who gets snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. I honestly would not be able to predict if she would notice that or not. I feel like she might. She would try it, think it's disgusting, and then, like, not eat it, but not realize why she shouldn't eat it. It's the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no. It looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. But there's no one here. Isn't this place, like, closed? Why would they be open when the ringleader just died? This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. Look! It's Max! Even when you don't want to see him. Oof! He's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Berry Big Circus, but looking around, might as well be Cirque de Galactica. Stars in his cheeks sure are dreamy. How would I draw a star in your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. So she remembered a marker, but she couldn't be bothered to remember her wallet. No, it's alright. The streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performance. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. What else would the reason be? That sounds pretty bad. Nick, the entrance is right there. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. But they still have people at the stands apparently to sell snow cones and programs. Actually, why do you even need to pay for that? It's just a brochure, right? Shouldn't those just be free, sitting on the counter? I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dally the elephant. There's no Dally, not today. I know that too. Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. Well, we may as well go back and see. Maybe if we show her that picture, she'll be more, I don't know, emotional about her father dying. Like, look, I get it. People grieve in their own way. Some don't grieve at all. But in this case, it seems a little suspicious. Nothing. Alright. Great. They're both stupid. Who would have guessed? Can I show her my badge, maybe? No. Okay. So what the fuck are we doing? I guess we just go back? I mean, Max had like a bunch of locks, but it's not like I have any evidence. Oh, here we go. Alright, we got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Why is that your problem? So now what do we do? Huh? Still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, I guess you're right. So you don't even know what happened in the first place. I mean, we kind of just did all that, though. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. You know, for a couple of questions that are supposed to be hints to help the player, they sure aren't very helpful. Should I show him this, maybe? That help? That's the ringmaster. Oh, that actually did help. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Going to be? That's a weird way to phrase that. Okay, well, you know what we could do? We could at least, like, see what we need to do for these, locks. No harm in that. I doubt we can do anything with it right now, but... Let's see. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly! We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did nothing other than negotiate my fee last night? Okay, so we need something to prove that he was there for more than just salary talks. Okay, let's go back to the circus. Was there anywhere we could go from here? No. Oh, we already did everything here. Should I... Oh yeah, we can present profiles, can't we? I don't know who we should present. Oh, should we? Okay, before we go down this, like, slightly dubious line of questioning, I just had a more obvious thing to try. Get her to open up about her father. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Ringmaster's room? It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Ah, well, there we go. That was the correct thing to do. I like that he's got a mannequin that's got like a pot belly. This is the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. How did you mention it? That is what he said. I wonder what... That's an interesting poster. Huh, it's a poster of Max. I want it. I want it. Nick, I want it. I want to get out of here. We're not stealing anything today, okay? We've stolen several things in the past. We're not stealing anything else. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice I took one. She already swiped one. You're incorrigible. You know that? Oh, we're keeping it. So, Mr. We shouldn't be stealing anything. We should be the honest ones. And you're just like, fine, keep it. After all that. Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. And what the heck are those? What else we got in here? Is that a giant shogi tile? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All Country Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. I mean, it's certainly quite the range of talents. I mean, look, if that's like a shogi trophy, I'm very impressed about that one. Nick, look at the posters lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We could put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Yeah, we haven't even lost one yet. Why be so pessimistic? Come on. All these frames look the same. Hey, how's it going tonight? They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. I don't know, robot clowns. It's the future. Maybe that's how we bring back circuses. We just make everything robots. We can't have anyone complain about animal cruelty then, can we? It's strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. If he really loved her, why is she, like, not give a shit that he's dead? Or is she just that obtuse? Look at the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow! Or perhaps, hold it! Don't miss out on a stunning life-or-death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. I don't know, I've seen worse when it comes to advertising defense attorneys. Like, something about, like, when you see a giant billboard for a defense attorney, it just seems like the shadiest thing ever. It's like, if I was in a position where I needed such a thing, I don't think I would ever call any of those people. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. I'm deliberately ignoring the most obvious thing here. I thought this was a banana, but I guess it's more like a toupee. I don't know. I guess he was kind of low in the hair department. It's a table for guests. There's some paper scattered on top. Look at this! Max's salary is written in this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible! Looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. This document is dated a week ago. I see. So why did he go in there last night then, if he already had a salary increase? Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. Got an enormous raise 1 week ago. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? Scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. It always makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. 'Cause you are! You keep stealing shit. You just stole a poster. And I'm agreeing with it. Like, why? We can click on this again. This is the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Yeah, he doesn't go around stealing stuff. That's everything in here. Well, we clearly got one piece of evidence to show Max. But I think we're going to need more if we're going to break those locks. Okay, well, let's do the obvious thing first. And let's go talk to Max about this. I don't know if he's going to open up about his salary, but this might be important. No, okay. He's not going to open up, so we're going to need more, obviously, if we want him to talk about that. I guess we can try talking to Regina about the salary. I don't know what she would know about it, but, you know, being the daughter of the ringmaster. Okay. Hey, Donald, how's it going? What do you miss making a video? I don't know, what kind of video are you making? I honestly would not probably be the right person to talk about making videos because, the kind of videos I make probably aren't the kind people are interested in anyways. But they're the kind I want to make, so that's why I make them. Because that's more important to me. How about you? Do you want to talk about, Max's salary? Oh, okay. Alright, what do we have for evidence then? So we got a poster that we can check. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's definitely Maximilian Galactica. We got documents about his salary, and we have the crime picture. Should I try and break his locks, perhaps? Roblox? Yeah, I don't know anything about Roblox video making, let alone Roblox in general. Okay. Well, let's give it a try. Maybe we can, like, chip away at these locks one at a time, if nothing else. Okay, so let's... Did something other than negotiate my fee. Yeah, well, probably this is the evidence. It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why'd he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. Ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. I don't think we have anything like that. Okay. So what did they talk about last night? Wait, wasn't there something in his pocket? I thought did we not grab that? I thought we did. Like the coat pocket here. No, apparently we did. Definitely nothing else of value here. Oops. See, this is what I mean. It's like, what are we doing next? I have no idea. We already talked with you. We already tried presenting it. What if we present the poster? I didn't present that. No, nothing. Alright, time to go play the game of let's go show everyone everything and hope something of value happens. We can't show them anything. Yeah, there's nowhere else we can go. Okay, let's go back to the detention center. What if I show him his own poster that we stole? No. No, we don't need you signing it. That's just... That's not gonna help anyone. Probably nothing back here, hey? No, okay. There's not gonna be anything at the circus entrance. Okay, there's gotta be... I guess we should just start giving... I'll show people profiles. That's like the one thing I haven't really gone through. Let's... We already did your dad. Let's try Maximilian.
It's Max! Hey, where is Max now anyway?
You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what?
What is that
supposed to mean?
What if we show her Maya?
Maya, you're a spirit channeler? Yep, I'm still in training though. That sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus.
Huh?
As a spirit channeler? Yeah, you'd be a big hit.
Really?
She says I'd be a big hit. I think she's just being nice.
I don't know. I feel like if you actually, like, managed to channel a real spirit live in front of an audience, people would pay good money for that. It'd be like a magic trick, except it wouldn't be magic, because it would be real. Still, either way, it's not helpful here. So I don't know what we're doing. Oh, here we go. I didn't see, when did that appear? Who knows?
Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya. But just you. Well...
Wow, she really is just going to tell her.
What, really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Jeannie told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed her love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica.
Wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways.
And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trilo.
Trilo? Or is it Trilo? I guess it'd be Trilo because there's only one I.
Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus.
Why do you... The circus has singers now? What? I've never heard of a singer as a circus act, but okay. Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite hit with men in the circus.
Boy, I couldn't imagine why. She must have some sort of strange power over them. It's almost like she's a girl or something.
Not kidding, 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her.
Me too.
She's so cute.
Whoa, Nick, the fuck are you talking about? Is that even legal? Is that even legal? No, okay. Cool. Just making sure. Nothing else here? Alright. Well, that was useless. Let's get out of here. Watch it not be useless. Watch it be, like, the key thing that we needed to progress this plot. Probably not. Got nothing of value here. I have no idea what we're doing. Guess we'll go check this room again, see if, like, something is happening now. Nope. And we for sure clicked on this all. Yeah, nope, okay. Everything's clicked on. There must be something else we need to present her. Unless that was just, like, extra dialogue, which I guess it could be. Who haven't we tried yet? Well, I don't think it's gonna be these two. I feel like that's just... I'm gonna skip them, but I'm probably gonna regret doing that. Where else can we even go? Oh, you know what we could do? I guess we could start talking about people to him. Does he know anything about the ringmaster? I got in a fit of it for most of the performers at the circus. It's certainly a strange bunch of characters.
You don't say.
Well, not stranger than you, I suppose.
That was cold.
I'm sorry. I was just messing around.
I guess he really doesn't have anything useful after all.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I guess we could go try asking Max about the people at the circus. I mean, he would probably know a thing or two, right? That would kind of make sense. Alright, Max. What do you know about your people? A strange bunch of characters you work with. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. There it is. Ah, my sweetie pie. She must be really lonely with me all cooped up in here. Actually, she was laughing and rolling around with her tiger. She is my special someone, and I am her special someone.
Uh-huh. Very complex.
Well, that was useful. Boy, I wonder if he'd like talking about himself. No, not time or place. He signed his own photo. Okay, well, that's not quite what I was expecting. No, you don't get this. This has to go into the evidence vault. Sorry, Maya, you don't get to keep his photo. His signed photo. Well, we can't do anything unless we, like... I mean, can we solve this? I guess we kind of have to, right? But I'm not really sure how. Well, let's give it a try. I'm not really sure how we're gonna solve this because we don't have any evidence, but there's like... If there's anything else I can do, I don't know what it is. Alright, so we know this is the first bit. He was in there for some other reason than to discuss salary, because that happened a week ago. Ringmaster called into his room. Why did the Ringmaster call him to his room? Was it maybe for some promotional reason? No, okay. Is it because he was in love with his daughter, maybe? Actually, could it be? No, okay. That's, each one of these is costing me like 3. I might have to actually look this up. We've been in this for like no more than an hour, and I'm already stuck. I'm telling you, that's this whole case. The order of operations is not very obvious. I don't think we have the evidence for this, most likely. Why did the Ringmaster call him to his room? That's the question of the day. Is it this box? Could it be whatever's in this box? Okay, never mind. Alright, well, we clearly can't do this one yet. I'm not really sure what we need to do then. And those haven't changed at all. Okay, what are we supposed to give to... I feel like maybe Gumshoe is someone we need to talk to. But I have no idea what we can talk to him about, because we already, like, examined everything, right? Yeah, this is the tarp we clicked on. We clicked on the lamp, the air conditioner, the moved snow. Nothing else of value. Can't talk to him about anything else. Can't talk to him about any of this stuff, apparently. No. Do I have to show him my badge again? Remind him who I am? Ah, okay. Doesn't work anymore. A steel samurai badge. Only wear if detective carries around. It's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has that very badge. But don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. I don't think he does. I think he lost it. He probably lost it in the snow. Always losing his badge. Alright, that's it. I'm looking this one up. I can't believe we're like barely into this and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I missing here? Because I feel like I tried everything that you would think would need to be tried. Because like we already showed everyone everything, all the people, all the things. I clicked on everything. Like I don't think that can be it, because this game makes it very obvious when something can and can't be clicked on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Dormitory, yeah, we did that. Ringmaster's room. We got the promotional poster. Right, we already told Regina that Max was arrested for murder. We asked her about what was on her mind. Head back to the entrance. You'll find a man in a white tuxedo with a huge red bow tie saying, there was no one there. If there's supposed to be a person here, it's not, there's no one here. Is that why we're stuck? Did the game glitch then? Okay, well, let's try something here. Should I reload? Should I, I don't know where I saved. I saved, what time is it now? I saved at 9:04. How long ago was that? That was only a few minutes. Okay, well, I guess there's no point. Might as well just save over it. I mean, worst comes to worst, we speed run the first, like, hour of this game again. Because, like, okay, according to this guide, we learned about someone named Trilo. Okay, we did that. We're supposed to head back to the entrance. There's apparently someone that's standing around at the entrance. But there was no one standing at the entrance. So what I'm going to do is I guess we're going to quit and reload and just hope that maybe that fixes our problem. And I don't think it's going to. I think that would explain why I'm stuck, because something isn't happening that's supposed to happen. I'm wondering if this is like a known issue, because I feel like it shouldn't be. I remember getting stuck, I just don't remember getting stuck this early. It doesn't sound like anyone's had this problem. Or maybe they have. No, that's later on. Apparently there's another bug later on, though. That's good to know. Glad this one's got a bunch of bugs. Yeah, apparently I'm the only one with this issue then, or... Huh. Okay, why don't we just talk to her about this again? Maybe that will, like, redo the flag? I don't think it's going to. Circus entrance, and then nothing happens. Is there something I'm supposed to examine? I didn't examine the circus itself. Maybe that'll do it? Very big top is so very enormous. Yep, one look at that huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? That is it. That does nothing. Do I move and come back? Maybe that'll just magically fix it? Nope. I am tempted to start this over because this is like... Something is supposed to happen and it's not happening. Oh, maybe there is a bug. Okay. Yeah, okay, here we go. Someone else had the same problems. There's supposed to be someone at the entrance and that you're supposed to meet, but they're just not there. Well, didn't I not present? Okay, well apparently we need to present Max's profile, but I thought I did that. I thought we already presented Max's profile to Regina. Maybe we didn't? Yeah, we did. We already presented this. Okay, well I don't think that's gonna do anything because I'm pretty sure we already did that. Is nowhere we can move from here? No, of course not. Why would there be? Nothing that we missed here. I don't think I could have missed anything unless this magnifying glass is lying to me, which I don't think it is. Well, it seems like a lot of people are having this problem, but in like a slightly different way. Like, apparently they could go to a location they're not supposed to go to. But I can't even go to that location to cause this apparent soft block. I'm just getting the soft block on its own. Like, apparently some people can have a location from here that they can click on. That's not the circus entrance. I don't have that. But even if I did have that, apparently that causes problems. Meanwhile, all we can do is move back and forth between these three locations. Absolutely nothing in here that we missed, right? Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright, cool. Cool. Not even the table. Because you can click on it twice. What the fuck? I don't think this guide is lying. Unless there's something else we need to do earlier. Okay, so let's go over this from the top here. So you talk to Max, you ask him all his things, present your attorney badge. We did all that. Go to the lodging house. We meet Gumshoe. Ask him all the questions. Present Max's profile. Did I not present Max's profile to him? I think that's where I messed up. I couldn't remember if I did that or not, and I thought I did. Or maybe I just thought I did because he talks so generally about all the other people. I guess I didn't. Maybe I didn't. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy at the circus. You know what they say, bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make him a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have a very classy decorative elements. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness. Found at the scene of the crime. There we go. That's what we were missing. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. See, Phoenix doesn't know a thing about marketing. Why do you think his attorney office gets no clients? That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Yeah, tell us about the eyewitness. Definitely talk about this person you're not supposed to talk about. So about the eyewitness. You know I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why's that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Well, I say we go into it. Oh, great. Okay, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have gone in here. I wonder whose room this is. Name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. That room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Sure we can't, like, look around for now? All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What's it now? Just better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Yeah, what the hell? Am I even paying her? I guess that's a better question. Is she even on the payroll? Awesome! Look at those shoes! They're great! Forget the shoes. Check out that great gag banana peel.
You sure it wasn't Moe's snack after lunch? You blind? Look how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Are you sure that's not a real banana peel from lunch? Clown equipment's so funny looking. He's got a bouncing ball, a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. They're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice. Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag? What else we got in here? The TV? No, can't check the TV. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You. Treat Your Peons Right. And the classic, Funny Jokes Are Funny. Now that's my kind of book. Wow, Mo is very studious. Joke's on You. Huh? Look, Phoenix will just never get it. He's not funny enough to understand true literature like that. What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. Carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. Is there some sort of like clown gag using carrots that I don't know about? I've never heard of one like that. But then again, I don't have too much experience watching clowns. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. Wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Yeah, that's a little suspicious. But hey, you know, it's not my business. I'm not even supposed to be in here. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas. Laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. What do you mean, ew? The hell's your problem? What's wrong with going to bed dressed as a clown? What do you wear to bed, huh? Judging other people's nightwear. Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here. You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed. It's right in front of this window, about 30 feet away. I guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. 30 feet's not too bad. I mean, we've had witnesses see crimes from further away, allegedly. Hey, there we go. Now stuff's happening. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Who the fuck is this Pee Wee Herman-looking ass? Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me? What? Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No. I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus. Just like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I, just happen to be, passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Are you really gonna make fun of this guy? I mean, this guy clearly has trouble talking in front of others, and you're just sitting here making fun of his name. He doesn't get to pick his name, Maya. Maya's kind of an asshole. Constantly stealing shit, making fun of people's names. Excuse me, Ben. Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Well, you're telling me that. You're the one that made fun of his name. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. You just say Max is not very nice? Oh, ow. My head hurts. Yikes. Hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, see your ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you're a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, he's contagious. Alright. Can we present something to calm him down? Does he like talking to lawyers? No, I guess he doesn't care about talking to lawyers. Well then, cool. Good talk with you. Do you know anything about the murder that happened last night? No? Okay. Maybe we should present profiles. Well, apparently the Max profile is pretty popular around here. Nothing. How about the other people? Might as well just try everything at this point. Probably a good idea. No, okay, cool. No reaction. How about reaction from himself? Conversing with him is really tiring. I agree. Alright, well, why don't we, since he's not very talkative, why don't we go and ask some other people if they recognize him? Maybe they'll be more talkative. That guy. His name's Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right? Wait. We're the ones asking the questions around here. Do you know anything about this? No? Okay. I don't know who this Trilo is. He seems pretty important. Is there a chance that maybe... where is it? Yeah, here. Gumshoe knows something? Nah. Okay. You think Mo's like just in his room? Oh wow, he actually might be. Hello? Club Blammo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I was on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it's your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen a land scene. Catch my drift? Is that a threat? Maya? Oh, it's too late for her. She's already hooked. This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Cons are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. Yeah, sure do have great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can't excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. Okay, let's just talk to this guy and move on. Get out of here. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies and TV and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har har har. Har har har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How can anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wiggity, 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 what? Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that was when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Of the crime.
Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale.
I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth.
Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
Bit long in the tooth.
But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician! The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep. He's got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope. No way. Just forget I said anything.
I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let those lips say zit.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it. What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. Oh, come on, that was a great joke. At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it's funnier than Chuckles over here.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. Oh, we're getting the full explanation here.
That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician.
Wait, did you see his face or did you just see his clothes? Because we've been over this several times before. You can't prove anything if it was just the clothes. In fact, we just finished a case where that was the case.
That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he's laying on. Should we present maybe something? No. No, I don't need advice on my development as a comedian. I just need you to tell me about Max.
If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
Jeez.
Oh. Sorry, I crossed the line. But he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clocked Ben right over the head, as hard as he could.
Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment.
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you.
This is an atlas. Oh, I'd kill myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coronary! He's just laughing to hear his own voice. Wait, we actually get a map of the circus, or did he just give us a world map? I can't tell when this guy's joking or not. Well, let's take a look at the map. I see. Okay. Lodging house. Who the fuck is Acro? Ringmaster's room, cafeteria. Okay, so that's where we were. We're talking to Regina. There's the Ringmaster's room, so we still have the cafeteria to go to. Alright, well, let's see if we can go there then. I guess we have to go through here. Hey, look at that. Cafeteria. Keep our cafeteria clean. Yep. Looks spotless to me. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of that last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it Mo said? Wait, what do you mean they didn't have time to clean up because of the murder? When did they eat food? Well, I guess apparently everyone was training until 10 p.m., so maybe they only ate afterwards? That seems a little strange. No, that doesn't make any sense. Because if the murder happened at 10, and they finished training at 10, when did they have time to eat? They would have had to eat before, which means they would have had time to clean up, which means there's no excuse for this place to be dirty. I don't believe this. Said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is that a type of cheese? Sounds like cheese. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? Won't be pouring a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? Something tells me Max wants to eat more than hamburgers. Looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? All these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Where's the mute button when you need it? Oh, it's the exact same. Is this table any different? Oh, this table's different for some reason. Certainly dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean it up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know, I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. What's this doing on the floor? What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something? Yeah, because, you know, orange juice is totally stored in giant glass bottles. Watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. Broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him. Him? An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Yeah, and then we would be, like, in trouble for forging evidence. We had a whole case about that. Didn't go too well. Kitchen's over there. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? I don't know. Sounds like something to die for. Literally. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever reads this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Maybe a little too oppressive, but I like your attitude. Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like.
Almost looks like if someone knocked it over in a struggle, or used it for self-defense.
Or maybe reach and just like to eat his dinner in the cafeteria?
I would certainly hope not. I don't know if I'd be comfortable eating dinner in the same room as a tiger. That might just be me. Alright, who should we talk to about this? Should we confront Ben? The guy who hates talking about this broken bottle? Oh, okay. I figured it was probably the clown, but I had to, you know, he's on the way. Might as well. Don't mind me, Gumshoe, just coming through and going to the place you told me not to go to. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind?
Eh, you want some advice in develop as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing in the lamp-at.
I think that's enough advice for now.
Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded.
Who else are we supposed to talk to? Oh, should we go talk to Max, maybe? You think he would open up about this? Or maybe it's an important clue to break his locks. Could be. Oh no, we got something new. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me a sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Well, quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We can talk about things again. Should I try presenting the bottle now? No. Yes, would you like me to sign this broken bottle?
We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sweetie, that's just what they call jealousy.
Jealousy. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's already in the works.
Oh?
That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder. Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Huh?
Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Who died in this one? Some guy who ran a circus. And this weirdo is apparently the killer. Alright, well that didn't really help. Can we present this bottle now? No, okay. Well, I don't think we have enough evidence to break his locks yet. Alright, recap on what's been going on so far. So, there was a murder of this guy who ran the circus at the circus. 10 p.m. last night. Apparently this guy's the killer because this guy saw someone dressed up in his top hat and cape out back standing in front of this guy's body. We also have the ringleader's daughter, and we have some ventriloquist who works at the circus. We don't know what his ties to everything is. Everyone hates this guy. And apparently this guy clunked this guy over the head with a bottle during like breakfast or something yesterday. So I guess there's that beef. And beyond that, there's not really a whole lot else. That's all we know so far. And I don't know who to present this bottle to, but apparently this bottle is really important to someone. Like, it was hinted at by the clown, but the clown didn't want me to talk to him about it, despite, you know, bringing it up. And he's already got 4 questions, so he's not going to have any more. Yeah, he's got nothing on the bottle.
It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found us at the scene of the crime, didn't they?
That's what I've been told.
Unbelievable. That jerk killed the ringmaster.
Really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo? Seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. See, everyone else loved the ringmaster, and the ringmaster loved everyone, except Max. Max was like... It sounds like Max was brought in to make to make money for the circus, because everyone loved Max as, like, a magician. But no one at the circus likes Max, because Max is very, you know, vain and only loves himself. Also, he was demanding a lot of money, because apparently, you know, he thinks that... I mean, rightfully so, he's the only reason anyone's coming to this dump, as he puts it. Is there anyone else we can talk to? Can we show him his key witness? Nah, okay. Gumshoe doesn't care that we talked to the very person he told us not to talk to. That's fine. Alright, let's go back to the entrance. Actually... should we talk to her about anything? I didn't present this guy's profile yet to her.
Oh, that guy. His name's Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right?
Oh wait, no, we already did this one. Yeah, apparently there's some guy named Trilo. I don't know who Trilo is. Still haven't met him.
That's Mo! He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend of my dad for a really long time now.
He was good friends with the ringmaster?
My dad always said, when it comes to who I can trust to the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick?
No comment. Otherwise nothing, right? Yeah. Unless she knows something about the bottle. No, okay. Don't worry, I'm not good at figuring out complex things either, apparently.
This silk hat is Max's.
That's right.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat.
Huh? Really?
Yep. He took my sketch to the hat shop, and they made him a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool?
I see. We didn't miss anything in the cafeteria, right? Oops, wrong button. This is the hard part about this case. It's a lot of just like, did we miss one little thing? Oh, did you present like everything to everyone? The other cases I feel like don't have this issue, but this one in particular. I don't know if this is just like the curse of the third case in every game. I guess we'll see when we do the third game, but... You know what? I'm gonna go back to... I mean, I don't think he has anything new, right? Oops, wrong thing. I want to click profiles. He doesn't seem very talkative either. He hates Max, obviously. But, yeah, he's not really talking. Alright, back to the detention center then. I already tried presenting this to him. He doesn't care about it. What do you know about the clown? No, okay. How about Ben? He apparently clunked you over the head. I can't believe a guy with that ugly mug is after my sweetie pie princess. Especially after she has eluded my charms for such a long time.
There's so much you can do about that, right?
You haven't even been truly in love, have you? When you are truly in love with someone, you'd be jealous of their mirror because it traps their image inside.
Aw, don't you think that's sweet of him, Nick? I don't know, after everything I've heard about him, not too sure. I'm going to get back with my sweetie pie. Then I'm going to turn that dumb puppet into a toy glider. I guess you two haven't worked out your differences yet. Can you talk about him? No? Okay. Is there a chance this might be why he talked to the ringmaster at last night? Or I'll give it another try. Let's see if this is something. Oh, right, I forgot how you do that. You have to click on this to start that whole thing. We already know what the first lock is, because I already did it earlier. Okay, so this... He says he went to the ringmaster's office last night to talk about his salary. But we found the papers regarding his contract, and they already negotiated his salary last week. So that couldn't have been it. So now we need to figure out the real reason he went there. And I have a feeling the real reason might have something to do with the fact that he got clunked over the head by Ben. An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor, yeah. Yeah, this is one. Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Oh, right, yeah, he attacked Ben. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well become a magician. So you committed a crime. But hey, you know, we don't have to talk about that in court. You know, we can focus on the murder aspect and how you didn't kill anyone. Let someone else worry about the fact you assaulted Ben. I mean, he's not pressing charges right now. The Epstein circle. Yes, oh my god. Okay, now you say that, but let me just remind you, this guy likes this girl. As does who else was it? I think, was it the clown? Well, no, Max accuses the clown of also liking this girl. I'll leave it at that. I'll let you figure out. You make your own opinions on that one. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. Who is, Regina, obviously. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Oh, it was Ben, not the clown. The clown's got a family, don't worry, he's fine. Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. Oh, okay, and the dad was for it. Okay, well, hey, you know. At least he got permission, right? The clown is the most normal one, yeah. I got them mixed up with each other for some reason. Max is a cool guy. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trilo? Oh, is Trilo Ben's, puppet? The puppet! The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. Wait, is it Triloquist?
Is that his name? Is that the fucking pun we're going for? That doesn't even make sense. That's not how you pronounce that name. That seems forced. You know, as opposed to all the other puns in this game, which definitely aren't forced. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know. That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the ball side, be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Now go hiding puppets. I don't know what getting Max Ben's puppet's gonna do, but sure, we can do that, I guess. You know what? Trilo is from an alternate dimension. It's the same place where Old Bay got her blaster. And Trilo actually can talk. I mean, I'm starting to remember the puppet a little bit, but doesn't... Yeah, like... I mean, it's the classic trope of, like, the ventriloquist is, like, some shut-in, like, unsociable nerd. And they can only talk if they have their puppet because they use the puppet as their voice. It's like it's usually either that or it's like a split personality kind of trope that they go with when there's a ventriloquist in some sort of story. And we're going with the former here. But I think that was like the whole thing was like Ben, you don't question Ben, you question the puppet. I remember vaguely. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah. I want to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Well, it's a good thing we need to go to the tent anyways. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're just here to get the puppet. Nothing else, right? It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You already got one of those posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said they hid Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo? Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. Where would he have hid him? In here? He isn't actually a ventriloquist, the puppet is alive. Want to take the Regina poster? You want the Regina poster. And put it up next to your porn. Okay. Alright. That's enough of that. Nick, look how the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look how the words the circus has won. Like, All Country Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trilo. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Ventriloquist puppet, an operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? Because it keeps your hands busy so you don't steal more posters, that's why. Alright, here's the puppet. This punk, huh? Trilo is such a wooden, cheeky excuse for a puppet. I can't believe that this thing is what I'm up against for Regina's love. Ah, my sweetie pie. Love only me. What? You're up against what? Oh, you're up against what for Regina's love? Whatever. Let's hurry up and give this thing back to Ben. Okay, I guess we do need to go find Ben. I thought Max wanted to see it. Well, whatever. Let's go here, maybe? No? Oh, maybe he's in the cafeteria. That might make sense. It's the one place we didn't look. There we go. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yes, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Hey, look what we found. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Triloquist, return to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm here, right here, you blind wench. I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Is that you, Ben? No. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're... Trilo? That's Mr. Quistius, sir. Find some manners for you to just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist. Is that better? No. Look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for attorney. Trilo, you talked about insulting people. You promised. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trilo. Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right? Hey, who do you think you are calling me a puppet? What am I supposed to show him? Or the bottle, maybe? Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess we just talked to him. It just threw me into that thing. I thought we had to present something. Tell us what you know about the murder. You're talking to me? I say you're talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Triloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where you offered an old man? I guess so. I didn't make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? They're really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pace sucks. The pound sucks. My partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, creepy old guy who never finds it himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will ya? He's just another one of those dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. This cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers. I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina! My lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I'd go that far. You have to excuse him. Doesn't understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence why I shall marry her. Marry? The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up. I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but... But what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her this wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs.
Look at Ben's age. Drake should perform at the circus. What, you mean like the rapper Jake? Why? Yeah, 31. Yeah, everyone here is pretty old. I mean, I think that's kind of the whole thing here. I mean, even Max is questionable, but at least he's not like double. Where's the puppet's profile? Why doesn't the puppet get a profile? Don't tell the puppet, he'd be furious.
You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs.
Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to...
The rest is private.
Well, that melody is pretty good. Those lyrics, I think they needed a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, butt-faced.
Huh.
Must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Enough jabba-jabba. Let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. That's certainly going to be fun to deal with in court tomorrow. Can we go back to interrogating the parrot? Drake is a pedophile. Only Earthlings get profiles. True, but like you just say he's from another dimension. That was you implying that people from other dimensions can't be Earthlings? You telling me that this is the only Earth in the entire multiverse? That means that Ben or that Trilo can't be an Earthling as well? Well, I guess that makes us pretty special if we're the only Earth in the entire multiverse. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair, those two. Where did that puppet... Oh. No, I wanted the parrot, not monkeys. Don't tell me we have to interrogate a monkey. Oh no, now what? Ow! Did he just like fucking steal his badge? What the hell's going on? Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it. What?
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look completely dumbfounded.
Regina? You, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney badge.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? Is that all he wants it for?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is... Mungney? The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, a rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home.
That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh?
You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with.
What?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see.
Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? Oh, you mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trilo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me.
Trilo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Oh. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but only Max talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? What do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo? Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. I don't know what's worse. Being so clueless as to, like, going with, like, Max's, like, marriage proposal, or being even dumber to think that to try and marry a puppet. Then again, people have actually done that sort of thing, so maybe that's normal. Maybe I'm the weird one for thinking it's weird. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. That's definitely what happened. Totally.
Oh my! If it isn't Mr. Wright all the time! It's all right to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
So, about Regina.
Regina's such a pure and innocent child.
Such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in the dream world.
She sees dancing with wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
Guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. That clown sees life simply, without complications.
Mo was not jerking off on his clown computer while you gone. I think that's a TV. He probably has clown porn in there somewhere, though. I mean, look at all that space he's got down there. He's probably storing something, and it ain't more clown noses.
We're probably honking it real good when we weren't looking.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Yeah? Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
And who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course! Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? No, let's go with Mo. Someone must really like monkeys here. I don't know, just a hunch.
This is it! What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe. Dude, it was 2 flights of stairs. What did it say, the 3rd floor? How high up is the office? It probably takes an elevator.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today.
Eh? That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later. A monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. What else does he have in here? Where did he get a car exhaust? Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. It's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy. It's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Oh, found it. Oh, thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah. Check this out. It's a ring. Something engraved on it. From T to R. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. From T to R is engraved on it. Well, I think it's time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Has the monkey been lifting? I mean, clearly. Apparently it stole like a super heavy trophy, and that fucking car exhaust probably didn't, wasn't light either. I swear, if we have to interrogate the monkey at some point during this case, that parrot's gonna have some competition. I'm telling ya. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. It's too late, he's already too far gone. Which case is this? Number 3 of 4 for this game. So we got one more case after this one. Although I suspect this one will be a decent length regardless. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking that you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Dude, that was like 6 months ago. You still going on about that? It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not the nature of a Von Karma to lose anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like he'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry on and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
He's not getting paid for this?
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
Unless you mean the name of this case, then I guess it's, what is it? Big Top Turnabout or Turnabout Big Top? Something like that? It had Big Top in the title. You know, being a circus and all.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the Big Top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. I see. So he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Time of death 10:15 p.m. Cause of blood force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. So do we have like a murder weapon or anything at all? Like, what do we know about this? I guess we can hopefully press him for details. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow frozen places stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Why? What do we know about I mean, yes, there is indeed snow. We already talked about the footprints earlier. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? So they're all practicing until the time of the murder. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Oh, that was that cheap knockoff wristwatch we found. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went out to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You would happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. Not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Boy, if that's not suspicious or anything. Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? So did they ever find out what was in that box? A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box and he is killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Yana. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. Boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figure they just did it to make the box heavy. Ouch! I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. That's better. You may continue on, detective. Something tells me they don't want us to know about the contents of that box. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe with this time. He gave us the facts, as he saw them, but there's gotta be more to this. I didn't see anything. That's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. Alright, what are we working with here? So, snow is falling till 9:40. Apparently this is really suspicious to Phoenix. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Okay, that makes sense. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Right, checks out because we know the crime took place at 10:15. Murder itself took place in plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. Yep. Victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Okay. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Alright. So the snow seemed important. Well, wait, okay, actually, hang on. There's two more questions we can ask about the box. Can we ask him those other two questions? About the lock. Let's go with the lock and then we'll get to the contents. He said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Now we're going back to that. I got more questions about that box. Like, what was inside it? Something tells me it's very important. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Yana. It's a condiment bottle. Well, yeah, but what's in the bottle? It's filled with, pepper. Pepper? Why in the world is it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box? What if that has some sort of special meaning? Found inside the wooden box the victim was hunched over. Contains pepper. That is some very white pepper. I've seen many types of pepper in my day. I've never seen pepper that white. Are we sure that's pepper? Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. And Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Since you're talking about Ben the ventriloquist, I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Oh, you bet he will. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trioquist. I employ as an operatic dinner. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That room must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided upon a judge dressed up like a woman. What do you think? I don't know who he's referring to. Had a good rhythm. Just the lyrics. At least something to be desired, so to speak. Hilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Hilo is just lucky in nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. Now that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trio handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about... Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. You know, for once, I actually agree with her. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Because, you know, only Max would be able to wear a silk hat, right? Without question, he was wearing this signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Anyone could have figured that out. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. Guess she's the boss again today. Alright, what are we dealing with here? So he left the big tent after practice, probably with the intent of heading back home. The clown, you're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. There's a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to kneeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. And what happened? Why'd you go back to the plaza? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. Y'all are like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat. Cloak. White roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. I'm just getting it out there for the court record, you know? This stuff's important. I don't care if it makes me look like an idiot. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right. That makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Yeah, there's no proof it was Max. Ben only saw Max. Who else would he have seen? Okay, the clown would have already gone home. Well, wait, wouldn't he have seen... Would he have seen... the ringmaster? Let's try this one. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? What are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Well, I mean... my thought is it's probably Russell. That's the victim. That's correct. If Chilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, it's the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's film, why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? I see. Seems that at this stage I've no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Chilo wouldn't have happened to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Wait, no, wasn't it Trilo that got knocked over the head and not Ben? I thought that was like the whole thing. It was like we first thought it was Ben that got clunked, and then it turned out it was actually his puppet that got clunked. Because like he clunked the puppet, stole it from him, and then tossed it into the ringmaster's room. Where were we? Misha went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max saying, okay, there we go. Only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max that night. Or is this the... No, it's a different question. Geez, you're persistent. You can ask all you want, my answer won't change. The only person I saw that night was Maximilian Galactica. He really needs to improve his manners. You've heard what he has to say. Let him continue with his testimony. And the police showed up. Okay. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose I would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? Can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your off-handed theories. But, this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Oh, I think I know. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house.
am I mistaken?
Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. This puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ooh, hitting him with the personality.
What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to... Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this whole time. I mean the whole truth. Were you, or will you not, waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That's... The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your oval outfit.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore.
Well, your plan to, like, sabotage the case and then forge evidence, yada yada yada?
Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Yeah, we do. You're welcome. Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I mean, I had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was my present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Oh, really? And just, what was it that you're planning to use,
You were going to propose. You? A puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I could propose to her too.
Exactly. Sonner's looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What's that sigh at the end? Boy, it better not be the sigh I hope it is. Or I'm thinking it is. I hope it's not that sigh. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. Of course, that's what I mean. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. What was it exactly that you plan on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. The one thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
Whoa! Are you on my side now? Cool, because I kind of like that. You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell off their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Nah, we push it on anyways. Let's go. When has the whip scared us before? Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to... Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short. I would have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
It's to enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Then I'm giving an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring. Huh? It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Oh, don't worry, I have lots of ideas on what we can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Did you just threaten a witness? In the court? Are you not going away for that? Oh, is this guy's not being helpful? Not helping his own case. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. Damn, Phoenix, why? How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Yeah, I mean, this guy hasn't even heard of, like, puppet-human relationships and marriage. Really does need to get out more. Alright, so, I mean, apparently he's still got in his pocket. I don't believe that's the case because, I got it right here. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief. Thief. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Calling me the thief, I think you got pickpocketed, my guy. What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. Found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. That's a very different kind of monkey there. Jeez. This guy doesn't know about human-puppet relationships, and that's the conclusion he jumps to? Wow. We're gonna end spicy tonight. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was... that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah! Wait, is the monkey in court right now?
Or is the flashback just that traumatic for him?
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not committing the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
Haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
An important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Right, because if he wasn't there, it means someone could have easily walked past when he wasn't around.
Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I went blind just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night.
Yeah. I told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some more. And there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched a ring and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
So what, like Max went to the scene first and then the victim showed up? Alright, I'll roll with it for a bit. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Count Ben's, of course. With that many eyes, you really think something would have slipped by me?
Well, eyes is awful a lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes. Judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to attend the entire time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. But what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished probably at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a
burying the surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Said 10 more minutes. So you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm not good at math. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. So, Max gets to the lodge at 10:10. And then it's possible that the victim came between 10:10 and 10:15. Well, I guess that would line up, right? So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. Say good morning in the morning, and good afternoon during the day, right? It's obvious I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom. Possible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. It's half of the comedy act. Trilo's evening green. Yeah, let's go with that one. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you both bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think about having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with the evidence? That means everything in this world. But I'm sure I already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. We just will resume his testimony. So we need something to prove why he wouldn't be nice? Okay. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. Told you already. Jeez. I am 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that you could be any more confident than that, right? Well, yeah, but I don't know what that means in this context. Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you can ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in this testimony somewhere. I agree. What do we have to prove to make? Do we have to prove to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? You gotta have something that'll prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Okay, so where's that one about him being nice? Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Okay. So why wouldn't he say that? You know what? Let's save here. I haven't saved in a very long time. Oh, I didn't want to press again. I wanted to try and present something. Ben's half of the con. Okay, let's go with that since we're here. I might as well. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, he would... Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get you so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Jeez. Fucking criticizing this guy's ventriloquist act, that's 1,000 lashes for you. Right in the middle of court. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Are we presenting something here? Like, how do we... Would it be the bottle? Okay, hang on a second. I do want to actually press this one more time. Right? Evening greeting.
Bit strange to you, yeah. What do you mean? Why, if you hate him, why would you be nice? Seems weird to be nice. For some reason, Trilo would ever say something nice, Max. Okay, but how do I go about proving out having this? Okay, so we probably need to present the bottle then. Because Max did clunk him over the head with the bottle after all. And that would make it kind of weird to say good evening to him. So let's try presenting the bottle. There we go. That was it. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at this crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quiz. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? Well, maybe he saw a different person if he was being so nice. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was they saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Phew. Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then? Wait, what did he see? Maybe he saw the victim. Could this be it? I mean, there's only like 3 people that he probably would have said that to in this situation. Or 2. There's 3 people he could have seen. And only 2 of them that he probably would have greeted. There's the ringmaster. There's Max. So the victim and the supposed killer. And then the person he was waiting for, which is Regina. Obviously, he wouldn't greet Max. Because he hates him. So that leaves the other 2 people. And as far as we can tell, Regina never showed up, so that leaves the victim. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? How does a puppet gulp? Answer the question, Mr. Quiz. I'll take that as a yes. Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Oh, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But, once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Oh? And how could you possibly mistake Maximilian Galactica for Russell Berry? Or the opposite, really. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quiz obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening.
The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. The silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. Miss Von Karma, do you have any clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness was one person in the plazas that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Is it gonna be the clown? Maybe it's the monkey. Maybe the monkey saw the whole thing. He was working with the parrot. They were in cahoots up on the roof. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. So, what happened to the cloak then? Regardless of who killed, where is the cloak? Because that's suspicious on its own. Double, Oh, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. It's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Is it time for the clown? Send in the clowns! Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stance? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
Oh, that's why. So witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. What the fuck was that? Name and occupation. The witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're at a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it is easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay. How about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? That was that one. Is this guy like a fucking writer for this game or something? Actually, why wasn't Larry Butts not called Seymour? Like, come on, that was an obvious one. They should have gone with that. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Your witness is a scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yeah. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Alright, what do you witness? I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. Thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. I don't think Gumshoe would make a very good straight man. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can! I'll talk for as long as you want. Oh, the actual testimony. The night of the murder, practice was over, so I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. But shouldn't we have some hard evidence to make sure it's believable? Of course you can. There is no ways that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. I'll try not to push him too hard. Wait, didn't he, like, go back to the room with Ben? Can we confirm this or not? You just happened to glance out of the window.
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Let's give it a try. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention the thump, didn't I?
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it'd be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
Alright, what kind of noise you heard? Gotta be more specific for the court here. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it sounded kind of like I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, please the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess the sound sounded kind of like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly. Someone getting hit, huh?
Listen, you went to look out the window, you saw... Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that one for a second. My room is here, and they look to be about yay big. I'd say they're about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night. They cut down invisibility. I see. Please continue your testimony regarding the two shadows you saw.
The Ringmaster and Max. You say you saw... You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. And, you know, not to mention the snow.
That's right. It had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make any sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Ms. Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo.
Sorry, we tired out that joke before you came into the courtroom. My apologies.
See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. Must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
The witness, please, testifies to what he saw, and only what he saw.
Everyone's going on and on about these symbols, but, like, no one's going on and on about his actual, like, bodily features. Say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Well, he does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. Weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh, that's a big penalty. Holy shit. I don't like that penalty.
It's a bit melodramatic. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
I mean, kind of like, okay, the snow visibility, right? Wouldn't that be a reason? Like, do we have anything that would prove that though? That's the problem. I don't think we have like hard evidence of that. Oh, that's just a picture of the crime scene. Do we not have like the map? Yeah, the map. Well, I mean, he had a window. 30 feet away plus the snow. But I'm not sure if that would be the case, because, like, one, I don't know which of these items would prove the snow. Nothing here is related to snow. Two, we already talked about the snow. But apparently Mo just, you know, thought it over, and apparently that was good enough. I don't know if I do. You know what? I'm gonna say no for now. Well, see, right now, I don't think I have a clear basis to be thinking that.
Since this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Thus, you have just earned yourself a penalty. From me. Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
This time I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly.
That's right. What he said. Bailed out by the judge. What an honor indeed.
If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal censure would be best.
Huh?
You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom.
I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. No, Mo's testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. Just gotta pinpoint what's changed.
You can do it, Nick.
Okay, well, let's think this over then. I mean, maybe that's what we want to do. I'm just not sure what evidence that would be. So the night of the murder, after practice over, he went straight back to his room. Apparently we're just going to ignore Ben. Huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. So I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. Wait, did we... Did I press on this one? I don't know if I did. I think it skipped over these ones. You were pooped that night.
Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. What?
Oh, the judge is like actually fed up with this. Oh my god. Okay. So I guess maybe that one is the one we want to go for. So two silhouettes, they're a bit far away though. There's a ringmaster, he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Kept watching him, and all of a sudden Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. Okay. I feel like this is the one we want to present on. I don't know if we want to go for the press and then that present, because I feel like... Made to order hat as a symbol of Max's fabulousness, found at the scene of the crime. What exactly are we going for in terms of logic, though, is the question. Like, was he only wearing his cloak, and like we need to catch him on the idea that he was only wearing his cloak? What did he tell us yesterday? What did he say? Well, he talked about the sound. And he talked about how he had his cloak and hat. Is that what we want to go for? No, okay. Ringmaster is with Max, who is wearing his cloak. We didn't, like, The profiles don't have anything here, right? No. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. Okay, well, I mean, that's not anything special. We know that's how he died, right? So that can't be it. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They're a bit far away, though. I think we need to press on this. Yeah, because they're about 30 feet. It was snowing that night and cut down visibility. Okay. Ringmaster, he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Was it this one that we need to press on? That gave us the decision? Yeah, okay, we don't know what the weapon was because it wasn't found. Okay, so this has to be it. So he clearly didn't see everything, and it was probably because of the snow. So he watched one attack the other, and he could make out who they were, and then two people showed up. So he watched the two people that were there were Max, allegedly, and the victim, the ringmaster. And so far, the only reason anyone's been able to say it was Max with certainty is because they saw Max's hat, Max's cloak, and Max's roses. Not actually Max himself. They just saw his costume. So they just assume it's Max. And that's why I'm trying to figure out which of these evidence, obviously that's what we need to catch him on, because that you can't prove it was a person based on what they were wearing. Because anyone could have been wearing that, and there's lots of evidence to state that, yes, someone else could have been wearing his costume. We already seeded that doubt earlier. But I'm just I'm not sure which of this evidence helps. So right now, I feel what we need to do is show that he could have seen everything, but I mean it's obviously because of the snow. But we don't know, I don't know what of this evidence helps prove that the snow would have blocked the vision. Wait, no, actually I do know. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna reload. I actually have an idea. It's a completely different idea, but I just realized something else. There's one other thing we can do. Yeah, saving here is a bad idea, but that's okay. Name clear basis believe that my witness did not see the crime. This could still be it. I could try it. Okay, my current line of thinking, look at this picture. He apparently saw two people. But it's something we discussed yesterday with Gumshoe. There's only one set of footprints. So if he saw two people, where's the other set of footprints? I think that's what we need to go with, but I don't think this is the right place to do it. So I'm going to say no for now. I'll take my 1 point of penalty, that's fine. Okay. I heard a huge noise outside the window. That's when we look outside. I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. I'm going to present this here, and if this doesn't work, then we'll go back and try and present it during the press. Okay, it's probably during the press, so we need to do it. Okay, we'll just reload. We'll load that. I'm gonna give this a try. If this doesn't work, I'm not sure what else to try, but let's go for it. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Oh, I thought this was going to be an evidence presenting. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Most of it I hear to sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo's to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clock anyone. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? Oh yeah, I guess because he looked out the window because of a clonk, so the clonk would have already happened, so how did he see a clonk if the person was already clonked?
Well, you didn't commit. The clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Girls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back for your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window at night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Ah, the prosecution helped, right? Yes, of course. Oh, karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls. Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Even if I have to even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it.
You know something's wrong when even the judge is fed up.
He was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubt about it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the crime scene. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Yeah, all he saw was the symbols. Anyone could wear that. We just went over this in court earlier. Where's the feather in the hat, or was that just a mistake on the artist? That's a good observation. I mean, the hat's kind of like, okay, if I was to like defend anything, the hat is kind of on the front. So I mean, you know, maybe that's why. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? It's like in the previous case, we were supposed to like assume that everything was drawn with minute detail and expect that everything was drawn perfectly and accurately. Hence why the costume was used as a piece of evidence I never could figure out. Because I was supposed to assume that it was drawn with all the details there and nothing was missing. And that was the whole point. Meanwhile, you've got this, where it's just like, oh yeah, no, we're just not drawing the feather. But I guess like in defense, that was just a random like flashback type scene that we just saw just now. It was meant to be like his mind's eye and wasn't actually meant to be like an accurate snapshot of events, because I mean it's like someone's memory. But you're right, maybe that is a something we need to catch him on. But it's also that picture's not like a real picture that's evidence in court, so we can't like shove it in his face against him. Alright, how much of this can we press safely is the question. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would go lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumped to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Are we doing this again? Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at that shape of the face I saw must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy.
He threw his entire case headlong into a tap.
You're sure that is what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw.
It's a silhouette, but there's no doubt it was him. So why do you think that even despite his face, you knew it was him? You're able to see that kind of detail from your window.
There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much.
Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Our record says eyesight is a perfect 20/20.
That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was.
I thought we were done with the jokes. What did the judge say about throwing you into a cell? So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure.
Claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Chilo's testimony and now Mo's,
It really seems like Max is the killer.
Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this.
That's not going to be enough.
What?
I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that'll help. Gotta do it. Okay, so how can we prove it was someone else then? Shot could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting about it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Okay, here it is. 3 famous symbols. That's 2 famous symbols. I mean, this is probably what we're... Just in case, let me save, because we've made some progress. But I have a very sneaking suspicion. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so. Silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols? Yay! Everyone, get ready! All together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the? Who cares if he knew that there was 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
You like pie? I love pie.
Silence, fool. You'll respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Is pie really a fraction though? I don't, because it's not. It doesn't terminate. Can it really be a fraction? It's a decimal, sure, but I don't know if it can be a fraction. Never mind. Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Oh, so there weren't any roses at all. Not only did you not see them, you can confirm that the person wasn't wearing roses.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Weren't you the one that said earlier that there was a light at the crime scene? But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Since the roses must have fallen off when the bandit assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Did it Google? No, pi is not a fraction because it is an irrational number. Exactly. Which means it cannot be expressed as a simple fraction. Pi is an infinite decimal. Right. I think someone needs to go back to school here, but it's not Mo.
What am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Forget Sophosis. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Alright, one last testimony. Clean this whole thing up. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
Gotta single shot this. Gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Alright, no pressing this time. We gotta go straight for it. Oh, no, not wrong button, wrong button. Don't press that button. That's the bad button. We'll press this button instead. Okay, no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses there that night. Okay. However, all the other symbols were there. That I'm equally sure of. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Except for, you know, when he dropped it on the ground? Maybe? This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat that you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these big questions? It was found at the crime scene.
It's a crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. I mean... when he left, it could have fallen off. This is a little flimsy even for Phoenix.
Order! Order! Mr. Girls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court?
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Does the judge just like ate clowns or something?
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do?
Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right?
You don't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great.
Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, and no matter how it'll get, I'll always be younger than you.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Girls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo, what do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how he left the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Huh? I'm not sure what I know exactly where you're going with this. Boys nowadays sure do love to hop on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his stories of how the criminal left the scene?
Well, yeah. This picture of it. There's only one set of footprints. I was waiting for this to come up. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. That's a pretty big mystery to solve here, isn't it? So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor? This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
Ooh. Dang. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
Oh, so you admit to lying?
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Girls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up to now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. I committed perjury, but it wasn't my fault. It's because I was told to commit perjury. Order! Order! I love order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? She doesn't seem to, she seems fine with it. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinions I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. What does that have to do with anything? That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell ya. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
If even she knows it's the truth, then, like, why would she not have him testify this in court? Like, why, if the truth is so unbelievable, why would you make up a lie about it? Just tell the truth. We have to believe it. It's court. That's how court works.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up to now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing that silk hat. That's when I saw. Huh.
That seems more like something appropriate in a different but similar game that I will be streaming at some point.
This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. Flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Blind people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? But why would we care if it was funny? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
Well, I mean, he says he's telling the truth, so he must be telling the truth, right? But I mean, like... Okay, there's no footprints, so where else did he leave, right? That seems to be the only explanation. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he was telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Wait, but what else would the answer be? Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish team. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Yeah, tell that to people over in Britain. Or was it like the middle of Europe? I don't remember. It was somewhere over there. I suppose I'll let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard the need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. Oh, come on, anyone could have guessed that. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? I'm sure there could be an exception made, considering this is a court of law, and I'm sure it's very relevant to the case. I'm sure that no one will actually care at that point. All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Well, what a way to leave that one. Oh yeah, the criminal just, you know, got up and flew away from the crime scene. That makes sense. But I mean, after everything else we saw and the evidence we do have, like, how else is it explained, right? Well, what time is it? I think it's like midnight, isn't it? Yeah, basically. Well, I think that's a cliffhanger we're going to have to solve next time. Most likely next Tuesday we'll finish up this case. I am looking forward to the answer here because I don't even remember it. All I remember of this case was the really annoying adventure segment, but I think we got past that part, so hopefully next investigation is a lot easier. You know, figure out how someone just gets up and flies away. I mean, they didn't leave footprints, right? So, what else could it be? But that'll be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some Minecraft. Otherwise, beyond that, we'll continue the usual next week. But in the meantime, I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.